Hello students, now we will learn about activity series. I've already said you earlier how important it is for class 8, 9, 10. So this series is known by the name activity series. I've already shown you the pattern. It starts with potassium, then sodium, magnesium, ammonium, iron, zinc, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, and platinum. And this series you have to remember by heart. So what you can do is you can write down in a piece of paper and you can stick it in your bedroom because it is required in class 8, 9, 10. So what is the definition? Let us see for that. So define activity series. We have to say it is a series of arrangement of metals. Arrangement of what? Metals. In order of their decreasing reactivity. In order of their decreasing reactivity, you can say. That means decreasing reactivity means the one which is above are highly reactive, most reactive, the one which is below are less reactive. So activity series, you have to remember the name of this element in sequence and remember this sequence in heart. I'm saying repeatedly. Why? Because it's very important. Then you remember the definition. It is a series in which arrangement of metals is in order of decreasing reactivity, and the most reactive metals are above. At the top of the series you see most reactive metals, and at the bottom you see the least reactive metals of the series. That means if you see at the bottom we have gold, platinum, silver, mercury, copper. These all are least reactive metals, and at the top you see is potassium, sodium, calcium. These all are highly reactive metals. Okay students, now let us see how they react, okay, with water, acid, and air. How these all elements, reacts with water, how these all elements reacts with acid, and how these elements reacts with air, that is oxygen. So first let us see how they react with water. So in this series there are so many. In this series, potassium and sodium, they react violently with cold water. So sodium, potassium of this activity series react very violently with water, okay, with cold water. No need to remember the reaction, you will learn in class 9. Whereas calcium, which is below sodium, potassium, less vigorous with cold water. And whereas magnesium to iron, that means magnesium, ammonium, zinc, and iron. Magnesium, ammonium, zinc, and iron, okay, that is magnesium to iron, they react with steam, not with cold water, but they react with hot water, that is steam. Whereas metals which are below hydrogen, that hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, platinum, gold, those are below hydrogen, does not react with water, neither with steam, and does not displace hydrogen. So which element does not displace hydrogen? Answer is the elements which are below hydrogen in the reactivity or activity series. But the one which are above hydrogen, they react with cold water and hot water to displace hydrogen. You can see the reaction, no need to learn, but just see the reaction. So these metals are above hydrogen, so they react with water, whether cold water or hot water, to produce hydrogen gas. But the one which is below hydrogen, they don't react with water at all to produce hydrogen gas, therefore there is no reaction. And you can see this is reversible, this is irreversible, this is irreversible, but this is what? Reversible. So which element react with water and the reaction becomes reversible? Answer is iron. So just don't need to go through the reaction, just remember the name. Name the metal which reacts with water and the reaction becomes reversible. This is the symbol of reversible reaction, and the answer is what? Iron, students. Okay. Now let's see how this again, this series you have to learn it in sequence by heart. Jot it down in a piece of paper and stick it in your bedroom and have a look every day. And do remember the definition. It is a series in which the arrangement of metal is in decreasing order of reactivity. Top are highly reactive, down are less reactive. So these two reacts with water, cold water violently. This reacts with less vigorously. Magnesium till iron react with steam, whereas below hydrogen they don't react with water at all, whether it's water or steam, to produce hydrogen gas. Now let's see how they react with acid. Sodium, potassium, the first two member of activity series, reacts explosively with dilute hydrochloric acid. Dilute means containing water, and dilute sulfuric acid. No need to remember the reaction. Whereas calcium to iron, which is here, reacts less vigorously with acid. Whereas again below hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, platinum, gold does not react with acid to produce hydrogen gas. Same like in water case. So which element in the activity series neither reacts with water, steam or with acid? Answer: the element which is below hydrogen in the activity series. Now reaction with air we see. Potassium to silver means this one. From potassium to silver means still here. Reacts with oxygen to form metal oxide. Because these all are metal. Okay, potassium is metal, silver is metal. So when they react with oxygen, they form metallic oxide. But these two does not. Platinum and gold, they does not form oxide. So my question: which element in the activity series does not form oxide? Answer is platinum and gold. So students, from this page you remember the definition of activity series. Okay, you can learn from the book itself or you can note down in your note copy. And even the activity series elements name in sequence, which is very important. And do remember, water and acid, okay, does not react with the element which is below hydrogen, whereas with air, platinum and gold does not react, rest all other reacts. So as I was giving you the example of displacement reaction earlier, I said you that zinc is above, you can see here, than copper. So zinc is more reactive. So zinc being more reactive than copper, it will displace copper. Copper comes out and we get is zinc sulfate. And this is one of the typical example of displacement reaction. Okay, factors which bring about chemical change or reaction we have already discussed earlier. So no need to study here. Okay, but usually do remember, to bring a chemical change or chemical reaction, to bring a chemical change or chemical reaction, to bring a chemical change or chemical reaction, it depends upon heat energy, it depends upon light energy, it even depends upon electrical energy, even upon catalyst and pressure. So the factors which bring about chemical change or reactions are, you just have to give the names: heat energy, light energy, electricity, catalyst, pressure. So if I ask you, what are the factors on which chemical change or reaction depends? So you can say heat, light energy, electricity, catalyst and pressure. Because some reaction occurs in presence of heat, some occurs in presence of light, some occurs in presence of electricity, some occurs in presence of catalyst, and some occurs in presence of pressure. So remember these 5 names for the factors which helps to bring the chemical change or reaction, students. So if you want, you can repeat the video and mark it in your book and learn it from the book. If you want to make the notes, you can do so the way I have explained you. Thank you.